Welcome out to another episode of It's All Been Done Radio Hour. This was sort of a commercial, sort of a segment this month. You'll see what I mean. We're going to jump right into the episode of the week, which is Packer and Ratcliff. Before we get to that, we need to thank a few people. We need to thank Circle 270 Media. It's a podcast network here in Columbus, Ohio, and this podcast is a part of that network. So thank you very much to them. I'd like to thank MadLab Theater, where It's All Been Done Radio Hour is performed. A live show. We've got a show coming up in a couple weeks on Saturday, October 13th at 5:30 p.m. Tickets available at madlab.net/tickets. It's going to be Halloween themed. No Packer and Ratcliff, but we do have a lot of other great programs, including the return of Mystery Dream Team. We'd also like to thank It's All Been Done Presents, our parent network, which has podcasts, written work, video series, and more. All kinds of different great fun content. One of the podcasts on the network is Squatch Smashers, which is about Zeke Delfour, who hunts Bigfoot out of the Dunglewood Mall, the t-shirt kiosk he runs. Vlad the Vampire is trapped in the control booth and helps him. And there's a bunch of other zany characters. It's a really fun, scripted, cool podcast with some wonderful guest stars and some smart writing. So check out Squatch Smashers Comedy Podcast from It's All Been Done Presents. Go to IABDpresents.com for all of our programming. Please follow us on social media at IABD Presents, and the Radio Hour has its own Facebook page. Please also support our show. Just $1 a month. You know, that's $0.25 an episode or less for those longer months. Just really helps us make programming. So head on over to patreon.com/IABD and set up your donation now. We'd really, really appreciate it. And we've got some cool swag for you if you want to donate more than $1 a month. So please check that out. Now enjoy Packer and Ratcliff.
And now another word from our sponsors.
Hello, I'm James Packer.
And I'm Nicholas Ratcliff.
And I'm Tim, the Time Machine.
Packer.
Yes, Ratcliff.
I thought we were done with the commercial thingies.
We were, my dear Ratcliff.
Pardon me, sirs, but since this is the Christmas episode of It's All Been Done Radio Hour, and there's a musical coming up that takes a little longer than the average segment, there wasn't time for a full episode of your program.
Well, that's insane.
Ludicrous.
Insulting.
Rude.
Well, yes, I'm sure, and I actually agree, but they've given us more than just 2 pages of a commercial that they usually get, so let's make the best of it, shall we?
If we must, we must.
Do we at least get to sing the theme song?
I'm afraid not, sir. No time.
Drat.
Oh, don't worry, though. You'll get to sing in the next bit.
Ratcliff is in the next segment?
No, sir. I meant Dallas Ray.
What in the world is Dallas Ray?
Never mind, sir. Never mind.
Well, Tim, since you know so much, can you tell me what we should do with this teeny amount of time that the writer has so graciously given us?
Oh, I love it when you're sassy Pete.
Oh, as do I, my dear Ratcliff.
Yes, sir. We need to stop the war on Christmas and bring back peace on Earth.
In 10 minutes?
Yes, sir.
Well, that's all, Tim. Take us there.
Well, you'll need the dimensional shifter, sir.
Of course we will, but I'm tired of carrying
Oh,
it.
it's so heavy.
I have an idea, sir. Why don't you wire it into my empty port here? There we go. And then you'll never have to carry it again. I'll be able to travel through time and dimension.
Brilliant.
Let us proceed!
Oh, no.
Babbity-boo, a babbity-boo, a babbity-boo.
Nope, still there.
We have arrived, sirs!
Packer, this doesn't look like a war zone to me. How about you?
No, Ratcliff, I see nary a grenade or a tank in sight.
What are you playing at, Tim?
Not checkers, but I believe it is still in the planning stages, sir. You know, the enemy is gathered in that cottage right over there.
Splendid. Let's get this over with.
Excuse me, is anyone home?
Freeze right there! Oh, ho, ho! Dear, do you need to pull your gun on the first person that walks in the door?
Yes, Santa dear. This is a war planning board. We don't want spies from the other side now, do we?
But how do you know they're spies?
Look at them. They do not look like our kind.
Oh, I resent your tone.
As do I, and I resent their plan to make war on a major holiday.
Excellent point, dear Ratcliff.
Pardon me, but who are you, gentlemen?
I'm James Packer.
And I'm Nicholas Ratcliff.
And I'm Tim the Time Machine.
They weren't speaking to you, Tim.
But they...
Shiny.
Oh, so shiny.
I'm Santa Claus. This is my wife, Mrs. Claus. And these are two of our elves, Dot and Spot.
Your first name is Mrs.?
Yes.
Don't you have an identity other than this man's spouse?
Oh, I suppose I did long ago, but I've forgotten it. No matter, Mrs. Claus is enough of an identity.
I do not like this woman, Packer.
Nor do I, dear Ratcliff.
Well, that's excellent, sirs, because she's the one that's trying to start the war. Oh,
What? I am not trying to start a war. I'm trying to end it.
Yeah, filthy heathens!
Tim,
yes.
you said she was trying to start the war. Is she or isn't she?
I do not mean to contradict you, madam, but you are indeed the one starting the war.
I am not. The idiot liberal snowflake started it first.
I like snowflakes, but not those ones. Yeah, I hate those friggin' idiot liberals!
Now, elves, we love everyone here at the North Pole. That is our thing.
Of course we do, Santa dear. We just prefer some of them stay away from us and stop infringing on our traditions.
Ho, ho, ho. That certainly sounds reasonable to me.
Does it really, though?
I think he might be a cuck, dear Ratcliff.
Ho, ho, ho. I certainly am.
Oh, a cuck. That explains it.
Yes.
No, you are not, Santa dear. Don't listen to these two.
3, madam.
Machines are not people.
She got you, Tim.
Don't hurt my feelings.
Okay, it's time for you all to go now.
Actually, my dear, this time machine would make my life a lot easier. No more rushing through the night. With it, I could take my time, savor the cookies.
A wonderful point. Okay, you two run along and leave the time machine.
Yes, I'm afraid I do not like this plan.
Nor do we, Tim. We won't be leaving you.
Are you sure, Packer?
Well,
He's been a little annoying lately. Among other times.
Yes, but without Tim, we cannot travel through time ourselves.
True, Packer. A real conundrum. Can we not leave his personality and take the machine?
no, sirs, I am a package deal.
Drat. Then we are keeping Tim.
As I said.
Well,
Larry! Oh, and the whore that took him away!
Excuse us? Don't mind us. We just came back for Larry's panties.
Yeah, they're my favorite, Can't sleep without them.
Can't sleep with them if you ask me.
Oh, doll, you're embarrassing me.
Well, good. That isn't the only thing that'll make your cheeks turn red tonight.
Are these your panties, Larry?
Oh, yeah, sure are. Thanks, Santa.
You got yourself a lovely ho ho ho, my boy. Merry Christmas.
Oh, Merry Christmas to you, Santa. Thank you.
Bye.
Good lad, that Larry.
well, now that that's out of the way, let's resolve this.
Wonderful! So you're willing to stop the war?
That is my goal.
Packer.
Yes, Ratcliff.
Just a thought.
Only one?
At the moment.
Okay.
Why don't we use the dimensional shifter to take this horrible woman to a place where Christmas is not under attack?
That's awfully generous of you, dear Ratcliff.
I know.
How does that sound, madam?
What a brilliant solution.
Well, I was so looking forward going to war.
Me too. And I had my grenades and everything!
I know, dear, but if we did go to war, we might die. And I would hate to lose you.
Oh, that's sweet. All right, I guess that will work.
Excellent. Tim?
Oh, yes, sir.
You've interfaced the dimensional shifter. Do you know a dimension where they would be happy?
Oh, do I?
Only thing is, what about the presents I need to deliver to all the boys and girls in this dimension?
Who is more important, Nicholas, darling? Me or the kids?
Oh, when you put it that way, ho ho ho.
Did you just call me a hoe?
Of course not, dear. The kids will be fine. I'm sure their parents will buy them something rather than let them go without.
Yes, I'm sure you're right. What a clever boy.
All right, elves and clothers, climb aboard, and I'll be right back for you, sirs.
A short time later,
Packer,
Yes, dear Ratcliff.
you don't think Santa Claus stole Tim and abandoned us on this cold, snowy planet, do you?
Oh, I certainly hope not, dear Ratcliff.
I'm back, sir.
Oh, were you gone?
Oh, we had noticed.
Yes, sirs. Santa Claus tried to hold me captive, and it took much ingenuity and weeks, almost a month of careful patience to escape.
We don't care. Now, take us home, Tim.
Yes, sir.
well, that was interesting. Come back next year for more longer stories of our favorite time-traveling duo, Packer and Ratcliff.
It's All Been Done Radio Hour number 144. Packer and Ratcliff number 25, War is Over. Starred Chase McCants as James Packer, Dallas Ray as Nicholas Ratcliff, Nick Arganbright as Tim the Time Machine, Amanda Iman as Mrs. Claus, Jess Gibson as Santa Claus, Dustin Burke as Dot, Nathan Haley as Spot, Shane Stefanchik as Larry, and Mary Sink as Hannah. Very similar to the cast list from Universe Journey a couple weeks ago. That's interesting. Anyway, as always, the episode was narrated by Chris Allen. Our Foley artist is Seamus Talty. This episode was written by Jerome Wetzel and directed by Chase McCants. Our theme songs are composed by Nathan Haley. Our technical director is Shane Stefanchik. Our music director is Kristin Green. Our vocal coach is Karen Perta, and Nick Arganbright is a story consultant. The script editing is done by Shannon Marie Watts and Keith Jackson, and the podcast is edited by Chris Allen. Please check out our website, itsallbeendone.radiohour.com. Follow us on social media at It's All Been Done Presents. On Facebook, you can also follow It's All Been Done Radio Hour directly. If you go to our website, itsallbeendone.radiohour.com, you can click the sign up for our email list and get behind-the-scenes little bits for every new podcast we put out. You only get an email once a week, usually, and it just talks about the episode that you're hearing. Now have a great week.
Never mind, sirs.
Just kept going. All right.
Sorry, I thought your microphone cut out. It's a good mic, though. I like it. I do not mean to contradict you, sir, madam, whatever the but you are indeed the one starting the war.
Oh, that certainly sounds
Oh my god.
Time for you to go.
It's All Been Done presents.
Who's got the time?